Welcome back to This Week in Video Games, and this is the News Roundup, giving you all the latest video game news you need to know in just 10 minutes. If you find this useful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe on YouTube and your favourite podcast app. Links are down below in the description or the show notes. So it's the 18th of December 2020, let's get into the news. First up today, Sony pulls Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store and offers refunds. And this one comes from Robert Purchase from Eurogamer. So Sony has pulled Cyberpunk 2077 from sale on the PlayStation Store until further notice, and it's offering a full refund to anyone who bought it there. Sony Interactive Entertainment strives to ensure a high level of customer satisfaction, the company wrote in a statement online. Therefore, we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via the PlayStation Store. SIE will also be removing Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store until further notice. Once we have confirmed that you've purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via the PlayStation Store, we will begin processing your refund. Please note that the completion of the refund may vary based on your payment method and financial institution. So Eurogamer had a look on the PlayStation Store this morning, and as written, Cyberpunk 2077 is no longer listed. And this also means that the game is no longer available for PlayStation 5 on the PlayStation Store, as it's currently the PS4 version you buy and play. CD Projekt Red said it talked to PlayStation ahead of the move, so following our discussions with PlayStation, a decision was made to temporarily suspend distribution of Cyberpunk 2077 on the PlayStation Store, CDPR said in a statement. You can still buy physical versions of the game in brick and mortar stores and online. All purchased digital or physical copies of the game will continue to receive support and updates as we continue to improve your experience. According to our knowledge, starting today, everyone who is not willing to wait for updates and wants to refund their digital copy of the game can do by submitting a request at playstation.com/cyberpunk-2077-refunds. We're also working hard to bring Cyberpunk 2077 back to the PlayStation Store as soon as possible. Sony's unprecedented decision, which is something Eurogamer have never seen anything the like of, comes after horrendous launch for Cyberpunk 2077 on last generation machines, and it's been a game experience plagued by woeful performance and a procession of bugs, something the new machine's power copes with much better, although no version is without problems. Digital Foundry has been digging into the issues, and considering what it's going to take to fix them, the upshot is it's an awful lot of work. Significant patches are not expected until January and February, and this isn't something that's going to be fixed overnight. And there had been confusion and there have been apologies, but still the question of why the game was put out in such a state remains, and it will take much more work to clean the stain of the perceived answer away. It's a shame, not least because on machines capable of running it, Cyberpunk 2077 is an exceptional game. That, though, will be little consolation to those who've bought it, but cannot enjoy the game. Next up in the news, Cyberpunk 2077 invades Death Stranding with PC exclusive new crossover. This one comes from Liana Rupert out of Game Informer. So, in Cyberpunk 2077 news that isn't negative, the neon-driven wasteland of Night City is taking over a new territory by invading Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding title with an interesting crossover. Given that Hideo Kojima himself is in Cyberpunk 2077, seeing the world of Night City take on Death Stranding isn't a major stretch. With a new crossover exclusive to the PC version of the game, Death Stranding players will have several new missions to look forward to that will feature characters from the CDPR title, as well as new lore. A few aspects of the crossover that fans can look forward to include Cyberpunk 2077 themed reverse trike vehicle. We've got Johnny Arm modelled after Johnny Silverhand's robotic arm that will be equipped and used in the game. There's new holograms and a new Trauma Team floating vehicle hologram for certain constructions, and several fashion items including Johnny Silverhand sunglasses. Also included with Cyberpunk 2077 Cross Death Stranding mashup is the introduction of a new hacking function for Sam Bridges that allows him to lock on a target of opposing machines and hack them, similarly to the hacking mechanic in Night City. He can short out enemy trucks, stun enemies, and more, opening up the protagonist's arsenal of defense and offense. And the Cyberpunk 2077 Death Stranding crossover is only available for PC players at this time, courtesy of 505 Games. Well, next up in the news, Sephiroth comes to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on December the 22nd, and this one comes from Michael McWhirter out of Polygon. So Final Fantasy VII's big handsome bad guy Sephiroth is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a paid downloadable content on the 22nd of December. That's his official release date, but there is a way to get access to Sephiroth starting today, December the 18th, thanks to a limited time event in Ultimate. Nintendo Switch owners who pre-ordered the Sephiroth DLC, either individually or as part of the Fighter Pass Volume 2, will get access to the new in-game challenge, a boss battle known as the Sephiroth Challenge. Players who complete that challenge on any difficulty setting, easy, normal or very hard, will unlock Sephiroth as a playable fighter. They're also going to unlock Super Smash Bros. Ultimate New Stage, Northern Cave, and additional Final Fantasy music tracks, and that's 9 new tracks in all. Challenger Pack 8, which includes Sephiroth, the Northern Cave stage and new music, can be purchased for $5.99, and Fighter Pass Volume 2, which also includes Steve and Alex from Minecraft, Min Min from ARMS, and 3 unannounced fighters. That cost $29.99. Sephiroth was announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate last week at the Game Awards, and also coming to Ultimate are the new Mii Fighter costumes based on Final Fantasy VII's Barret, Tifa and Aerith, and also Super Mario RPG's Geno. Next up in the news, Hades Switch update adds cross-save support with PC, and this one comes from Marcus Stewart out of Game Informer. So Hades is a fantastic game whether you're enjoying it on a high-end PC or completing runs in bed on Switch. For those seeking the best of both worlds, developer Supergiant announced yesterday that cross-save is now live via a new update to the Nintendo version. Supergiant launched Hades with cross-saves built in, but the function had been disabled until now. To do it, select the cross-save option in the Switch version's main menu and link your Steam or Epic account. Once that's done, pause and quit to upload the data and you're good to go. Once linked, you'll be able to easily transfer data to and from PC and Switch. Supergiant recommends that players ensure their progress is in different save slots between PC and Switch, and instructions on how to move PC saves to different slots are in the help and info section on the Switch. Supergiant also points out that achievements earned whilst playing on Switch will unlock once the data is transferred to PC. Hades launched in September after spending 2 years in early access, and the game stars Zagreus, the son of Hades, who repeatedly attempts to escape the underworld to defy his father and uncover the truth about his lineage. Along the way, he'll gain help from the Olympus pantheon of gods, as well as other legendary figures in Greek mythology. Hades has received widespread acclaim for its fine-tuned combat, compelling roguelike gameplay and stellar writing and storytelling. And finally in the news today, Among Us is coming to Xbox next year, and this one comes from Emma Kent out of Game Informer. So hot on the heels of the news that Among Us is now out on Nintendo Switch, another console has joined the murder party as the game has now been announced for Xbox and will be available on Xbox Game Pass when it launches. And if you have Xbox Game Pass for PC, you can grab Among Us for free right now. The social deduction game is due to arrive on Xbox consoles sometime in 2021, although an exact date for the launch has not been confirmed. As detailed in the Xbox announcement post, it's already available if you have Xbox Game Pass for PC, so you can jump in straight away. Among Us launched 2 years ago on mobile devices and PC, but it was only this year that the game took off in a big way, assumedly because people were looking for something more interesting to do on all those lockdown Zoom calls, other than asking what you've been up to while stuck indoors for several months. And in other Among Us news, a new map called The Airship was unveiled at the Game Awards, which is supposed to launch sometime in 2021, and that didn't stop some Switch players from glitching their way into the map a little early. Well, that is it for the news today, and thank you so much for watching or listening. For more video game news content like this, subscribe and share with a friend. To join our community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. This Week in Video Games is also a Patreon, and you can find out more about that on patreon.com/This Week in Video Games, where you can sign up for some rewards like early access to the podcast, get your name in the credits of videos as well as exclusive content, special Discord roles and community features. Check out the links down below in the description or the show notes for more information. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.